So there's been a bunch of rumors going around that after the Season 1 Reloaded update that there's been a bunch of buffs to the loot that you can find in the red tier zones and in the dark ether, and from my last few runs I could definitely tell that there is a difference, but we're gonna make a run here and see what we can come up with at the end. Also, I've been hearing that the legendary ether tools have been popping up more and more, so we'll see. But with that, welcome on back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. I appreciate everybody stopping on by the video today. If you guys are into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, please do consider dropping the video a like and subscribing to the channel, man. We just hit 10,000 subscribers and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that I've been receiving on the channel lately. You guys have just been absolutely killing it. So we're actually going to be doing two things in this video here. I brought in the new LMG and I wanted to test this thing out against a bunch of the HVTs and whatnot, so that's what I did right here. I tested it against one in the first zone and then in the second tier zone, but I finally made my way over into the red tier zone, and this is where things got kind of interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the red tier zone and the dark ether have both been kind of buffed up. Now I don't know if it's just the sheer amount of these things or maybe they're running like a millisecond faster or something, but I feel like I'm just a little bit more overrun, which is actually kind of a good thing, because I think what the trade-off with this is that we're going to end up getting some better loot out of these zones. I know that's been kind of a big complaint from the community and also from myself, just spending a lot of time in these high tier zones and getting that just absolute shit loot just really doesn't feel good at all, especially when we gotta wait on these cooldown timers and stuff that are up to 3 days. It's just ridiculous. But look at that, man. From our very first HVT in the red tier zone, we ended up getting a legendary ether tool. You know, I really think they might be right, man, because I've been finding these things way more often. Let's keep it going and see what else we can find in here. We ended up getting another HVT on this Mangler down here. He was being a bit of a pain in the ass, but this LMG finally got the job done. This thing is not bad at all. This gun is pretty powerful. I actually kind of like it. It's got a 400 round mag after it's been pack-a-punch, plus it holds 1,000 rounds. I mean, this thing is just insane. It's a great gun, honestly. Hell, it even took down this Mega with ease. No, we're not going to talk about that sentry gun. After completing quite a few HVTs, I figured we would go off and complete a different contract and just see if we can switch it up a little bit, see if we can pull something else. Now, I noticed that this Outlast contract spawned down here, and this is one of the easiest contracts you guys can do in the red tier zone, well, besides setting up bounties and stuff with turrets and things like that. Once you activate the P&D inside the building, you can just climb to the roof, and I like to sit in that window right there, and I shoot the zombies and hellhounds and everything as they're coming towards me, and if they start to overrun me, I just jump through the window and down towards that platform and just kind of train them in that circle, and I hop back on the roof and back in the window and keep repeating the same thing until the contract's done. Now, the weapon raid stash contract that actually spawned in the same building, now that one used to be even easier than this. You could just sit on the roof and the zombies wouldn't follow you up there. You could just shoot them if you had like a wonder weapon or an ether blade or something like that. Well, now the zombies and hellhounds and everything will actually follow you onto the roof, so that one's gonna be a little bit harder now. But finally, with getting this one done, let's jump down here and see what we got. And a sigil, man, I'll take it. I'll take it. I only had one of these things left up in the stash, and these are always really good to have, so you can go into the dark ether and be building up like those ether blades, those golden armor plates, the dog bones. I mean, those things are some of the best like items and acquisitions that you can have. But next off, we got another HVT on another mimic, and look at that, another ether tool, another legendary ether tool. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, honestly, it could just be my luck here, but I think the drop rate on these things has been raised. We got 2 legendary ether tools in the same match. That's kind of crazy. I decided to complete one more HVT before going into the dark ether, and we got one on this mega abomination here, and he dropped me 2 precision airstrikes. I mean, okay. But he did end up having an epic ether tool inside of his rift, and I will definitely take that. But now that I'm starting to run out of time and we've completed a bunch of contracts here in the red tier zone, and we're coming out already with 2 legendary ether tools, it's kind of a good run already. But we're gonna go into the dark ether really quick and test our luck in there. So starting off in the dark ether, we're gonna use our scorcher case to boost up and get the ether extractor bunny that's on top of the building to the left. The scorcher case is gonna make this contract incredibly easy and just traveling through the dark ether in general. But if you guys want to know where any of the Mr. Peaks bunnies are to start any of the contracts, or where anything is inside of the dark ether, I'm going to throw up this map up on the screen right here. So big shout out to MWZHUB.gg. They're the ones that put together all these maps. There's going to be a link down in the description if you guys want to go check them out. Also, if you guys want a full guide on the dark ether, I have one of those up on the channel, so you can check that out as well. But after getting this ether extractor contract done, we ended up with a golden armor plate and a couple of perks. Not bad. I will definitely take that. That golden armor plate is one of my favorite acquisitions to get in this game, well, and the Aether Blade. Right after that, we're going to go over here and grab the holdout mission. Now, with the Scorcher case, I would say that the Aether Extractor is probably the easiest contract, but if you don't have the Scorcher case, I would say the holdout mission's probably the easiest contract. You don't have to worry about activating things and throwing decoys or monkey bombs or anything like that. It's just as long as you can shoot zombies and stay alive, then you're good. So we got this one completed, and we got a refined crystal and a dog bone, man. Not bad, not too bad. Now, I did go look for one of the wonder weapon cases in one of the locked rooms, but unfortunately it wasn't there, and I honestly just didn't want to go look for the other ones. And I don't know if you guys know, but after the Season 1 Reloaded update, trying to complete the escort mission solo with the VR11 has just been an absolute pain. I don't know what's been going on, whether it's just been the more zombies or whether they're doing more damage to the ACV or whatever's happening, but it's been really hard to complete. So with that, I think we're gonna go exfil and check out our loot really quick. Yeah guys, I don't know if you saw my run from yesterday and plus this run here, I would definitely say that the loot has been buffed up quite a bit in the red tier zone and here in the dark Aether, because what I'm getting at the end of these runs, man, I've been getting some good loot. We ended up getting 2 legendary Aether tools, a refined crystal, the golden armor plates, the dog bone, a sigil, and an epic Aether tool. Man, I think we made out pretty well in this run. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did they buff up the loot after Season 1 Reloaded? What have you guys been getting? And yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. Be sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. Have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.